Should put this one. I see it's almost like interesting purplish energy flowing by your feet, and it's shape shifting into like a cloud, and then the outline of a cat, and then back into a cloud, and just like walking this way around you. And you say that there's something about the graciousness of how gracious the cats are, and how slow motion, and how they jump, and how soft the motion is, that it calms you down. And so you created that cat, that energy, out of your own energy, because the outline of your energy, it's kind of like that light purple is what I see. I see your energy sphere is like red and purple colors right now. Then they kind of blend together. And there's like a little smoke, and I asked you what the smoke is all about, and you're saying it's a smoke of mystery, that mystery about life that you're trying to uncover for yourself, because it's a big mixture that in your life it's constantly something's happening, and energetically you feel the motion, feel the energies, and sometimes there's a few hurricanes happening at the same time, and to maneuver through them you had to create this one energy flow in a shape of a cloud, and that turns into that cat. But at the same time I see you, it's like your energy body is almost like as if it was stretched out, like it's flat, and and then there's just little kind of like your energy is pulled out as cords, and goes like you're standing in this position like a star, and I see energetically it's like the energies go around you spreading, of this purple mist goes into the red, and just a mixture, and it's kind of like dark in there. I don't really see the outline of your energy sphere because of that. It's just like a mist everywhere. And you're trying to figure out how to create a clear passageway for yourself in your life. How to create a plan of 1 to 3, whom you want to take care of first, and how you're going to proceed, because everything is, you want to do a lot of things, but you don't feel like it's moving at the right speed for you. Or maybe it is the wrong direction. There's a lot of doubt in that mist that I feel, or uncertainty, or asking yourself, is it the right thing to do right now? Is it the right way for me? And that stretching out, it's like you're stretching in between yourself and other people, and you're stretching yourself thin in all that you don't have much energy or time left for yourself. And that's why it's almost like you feel that there's going to be a point when you're going to be you're gonna create a split in between two parts, the same way like our brain is split in two. Um, and it just, you know, you somehow, it's like you attract different energies at times when people just like calming and something about you that calms them, that they like to tell you all about themselves, to energy vampires, people like that. They would tell you all about themselves. They would take your energy from you. And for that, you're also kind of stretched out, abnormally kind of big in that stretching out, but thin. So you can't really put yourself together because it's getting too much, and you keep like putting your head around and what is coming up next? What are you gonna do or fix? Like you always, mm, you're used to fixing things. You're used to. It's almost like an adrenaline rush when you're constantly going and have to keep going. Like the whole life goes like this, like a squirrel in the wheel, you know. Um. So what I mostly feel that whoever it is comes into your life, they go get into you through your mental body. And then because emotionally you're rather kind of soft inside, but they can turn you on through the mental body, they can turn on the emotional body for you. But that's why you create this layers of energy around you also of protection, like you're trying to protect all the time. Um, I'm just telling you that you can eliminate all of this. You can light up. You can create a light to see even what it is in your energy sphere that is there. And I see like bats hanging down from the roof, like the mystery, connection to mystery of life, to the secrets that you're always looking for, the answers, how everything works, and you're in constant, like a scientist who's constantly searching for something to get more into the big puzzle. And when you get to know something, at first it seems like that's a puzzle piece that is missing, but then when you get to know it, you realize that you already knew it, and you knew it even better than that what you got from another person. And that you feel like you want to stop in that search. I feel a lot of I feel this feeling like I'm tired and I want to start and figure out how to change my life in a way that I'm going to be comfortable with everything. And I'm going to start running in this constant wheel of motion, and how to keep the wrong people out, and how to always have this clear energy sphere that you can see through it, and continue not to and to put your high vibration on autopilot type thing. That's what I feel. It's not that your vibration goes low, but I feel like in this multiple hurricanes going around you, you kind of forget about taking care of yourself. Um, you're just creating this, it's almost like a round jacuzzi, but you build it up out of rocks. And you're slowly going into it, created a ladder, You're going into it. You created this beautiful blue water, like abnormally beautiful blue color. And you're just saying that it's gonna just cleanse, absorb, reshape. And it's almost as if you were unhooking yourself. Those threads are hooked to the inside wall of your energy sphere. And those hooks, you're just like removing them. They are almost like implants that created in your thought about others, in your worry about others, in your taking care of others, in others connecting with you, and it's solidified into this hook. The problem was this: the hook is like in the energy sphere in the membrane, and then any entities, like I see like grays or some other figures disincarnated, they can come up, touch the hook and absorb the energy from it without even going into energy sphere. They can do that. It's almost like a crack in the energy sphere with the hook sticking out, which is like a conductor of your energy. So you're removing all those 18 hooks that you got around, and you're putting them in the portal. Big door, and you're just cutting off those threads. They're made out of your energy, but they solidified. They look like ropes. So you're cutting them off and throwing them into the portal when you molecularly disintegrate them into molecules of this like old energy that you don't want anymore, like it's polluted or by others and contaminated. You don't need it. You can produce more of your own and clean. So 18 of those too. And then I see you kind of shrinking, like you're shrinking, and the water like absorbs some of the residue of the conglomerates of the thought processing or conversations with others, or thinking over some things, or seeing something. It's almost like you have a looking glass technology built into you, that you see the true core of a person. And also, I just went to space right now because you're showing me something. Basically, what you do, it's like you put little flowers. They look like sunflowers, but inside that big black thing where the seeds are, it's like a mirror. And the mirror is supposed to absorb whatever's going on at the surface of the planet, and absorb what is going on, because the flowers go like this, in and out. When the sun comes out, it's a different type of sun. It's a very small pink sun, and that the particular planet I'm looking at. And then would absorb the energy of the space, and it would give you an idea. And through that energy, you know a lot of energy patterns, and you've met a lot of people on Earth that been incarnated on those different planets that you seeded those flowers on. Simply to know how the planet interacts with space, how the stars do their dance in space, how the stars move and migrate from one corner of the universe to another, which they do. And you're curious about why they do it and when and how. And everything is in motion, is in a constant motion. Nothing is just like not moving. Only the physical part of the universe that we can see, only that 3.8% of the universe that we can see with physical eyes looks like it's not moving because it was corrupted, it was taken over by the virus, by the black gold, um, by all those who came to take over and use it as the platform for putting up their camps and their colonies of different alien species that they wanted to have access to through the fragmented part of them incarnated at the Earth's surface. But that's why a lot of people, a lot of scientists from the universe. You're gonna laugh now, but I um I was a monkey scientist in a suit, like literally see myself looking like a monkey, tall, very tall, probably 7 feet tall, in a dark gray suit with the looks like a suitcase, but I totally know why I'm a scientist. And I came from Series C, and that's where the us scientists. I mean, they're monkey people, but they came from a different planet that were taken over by Draconian Empire, and I feel like that's why I'm so. Those Orion wars we participated in, it just make me really sick, and you know me through that interaction, because what I do, I come to planets, I take sample of the planet and I see if it's energetically healthy. And sometimes we see the planet with different interesting plants. In this life, mostly plants. In other lives, I see myself sitting more like fauna life, and this one flora. And Ziop, my name is like Ziop. Um, I saw myself in that. But I never went back to that life. In 2016 with Alba Wayman. I saw myself as a monkey scientist. And that's how you know me. That's why you feel like you're familiar with me. And you also know me from the genetic lab on Series B. And my genetic lab was underwater in the cave system. And because you simply you go from planet to planet and you check on those flowers you planet, and that's one of the layers of what you do in this universe. There's other things I feel also. You like that crystal with multiple sides, and that every time you look and you search deeper and deeper, you would go in the core of it at some point, like on the sides and then in the so you could see different things every time. But that's precisely, you were asking why you feel like you know me, and that's precisely why. But you basically cleared up everything. What I see is the sun is rising. It's like a sunrise in your energy sphere, and I see you here, and you put the stop like with. It looks kind of like a dirty water because it cleansed you as you programmed it, and you threw it out. And the sun is rising. You're sitting on the hill of grass, and you're just looking at the sun because you're fascinated about this universe, and you just wanted to get down to In this incarnation, you wanted to understand what traps they use, how they get souls, how did they deceive us, when the deception exactly happens, how to control your own vibration to the point that you are never vulnerable no matter what. You're a researcher in your mind. You just always want to know more and more. That's who you are. But yeah. But you took out something. It's almost like a strand of one of the strands of your DNA was not the color of the other strands. And I see number 48, but then I see that 149 strand. There was like a blue, and the other ones are like pink and purple mixed together, like this light color. And you just kind of peeled the blue off. It connected to the other ones more because it was rather like separated a bit, and it just moved, the whole structure moved and then blended in. But I feel like when you incarnated here, they try to manipulate your DNA so you don't remember this part of you, because they felt like when you connect to that particular, it's not even an incarnation, but it's rather being a traveler, of universal traveler from universe to universe. By you stay, it's like a business trip. You go to a particular universe, you investigate, and in this one, you got stuck in here in your investigation, because it's gone too far, and that's what I feel like they manipulated that. But I also feel, I see you disconnected from the other beings who used to manipulate you. It's just that that part of DNA never really was looked at and seen from that corner, from that position that you changed now. But yeah, you can ask questions if you want. I'm sorry, I don't know if you hear my son, but I guess he's playing some games with his friends.
You tell me I'm clean now?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And can you see if my ADN is clean now?
If you what? Sorry.
My DNA is clean.
Ah, yeah, your DNA is cleaned, because it's just like the one DNA, they did something to that strand that it became blue, and I feel like it's almost like they froze it, so you wouldn't have access to that energy, to those characteristics that you could use in your research right now at this moment, this point. But your problem was that what you were cleaning a lot of events coming at you, a lot of things, and you got into this mode, or this by inertia, right? You were going too fast, with too much with too many things to fix or to do or to help with, to mostly others, not even for yourself, that you would forget about yourself. That was your thing, and you kept running. It's like a train going full speed, but you couldn't stop yourself. That's kind of like what I felt, that you needed to stop and look around, and see what was created, what has to be put away, what is not needed anymore, what connection being, how they're draining you. Now, why your subconscious has a feeling too that it needs to protect um, itself or yourself and that part of you, and also your physical part, which was causing some. It's like a distortion, basically, of real misconception of what is going on. So because it's for you also. This planet is not fast enough because you're much faster. The way you learn, um, what is presented here as learning is you kind of learn quickly, but then it's not enough. You want more, but there's nothing more because people here have not reached that point of consciousness yet to present more information. So you're trying to kind of shape it in your mind by yourself, but it's always rotating at the same speed around the same kind of concepts and topics for you. But you feel like you want something more and more exciting, more interesting for you, but you actually absolutely know that information is in you, in your DNA. Um, that has to just to be let and be coming out and released by little small portions that you could process with your physical mind.
Um, okay, you finish? Excuse me.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
Can you tell me how many lives I had?
I got the number 36 right away.
30?
36.
Yeah, okay. And I want to ask something about my
You want me to turn off and do another video or?
yes, only one question I have for you. It's for example, if you change the temporal line and you go the first incarnation, for example, and there you see I have implant and I clean some implant. Um, it's for every another incarnation, it's clean everything, or you must turn and clean every timeline. I don't understand this concept. If you explain, please.
All right. Well, you are going in the moment of now, right?
Yes.
And then, but the moment of now is happening also in the other parallel life, like you said. And that's when the confusion happens because if you've been implanted, um, so in the other lives, you see it right now because you call on all the entities, all the implants out now to see them now at this point.
Yes.
So they all are going to show up. And then what happens, what I see, when you clean yourself up at this point, the information and the cleansing process, it looks like a wave of a knowledge information cleansing. It's like a speed of light information, a sound put together into one vibrational wave, and it goes through the other incarnations also, and the cleansing happens there also. The reason why you got to the point in your consciousness about, oh, I might be implanted, I might be influenced. It's because in the other lives, you also came to this realization through your understanding and through your consciousness level, all the lives at the same time, as if all the runners of different lanes in the Olympics came to the finish line at the same time. That's what happens. And that force is pushing you in this incarnation and also in the other incarnations to want to be clean. So if you become clean in one of the timelines, it automatically happens in the other ones also.
Oh, it's very good information. Thank you very much, Oksana.
Hmm.
Yes. And please, if you turn off and
Okay,
I
yeah.
am
Yeah, personal
thank
questions
thank
too.
you.